Doing this? Is this happening? Have I made this work? Are we doing a thing? Oh shit, it's working. I'm on the internet.
Hello there, friends, cohorts, miscreants, genres, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. Am I sideways, face? How's my face? Because you're sideways, genres.
You can't tell, but you're actually dropping down.
Okay, so I'm sideways. Let's try this. Nope, that's the front camera. Nope, this is weird. I am sideways. Alright, how about this? Can you hear me, Clem Fandango? I'm coming to you live from GDC. Actually, I'm coming to you live from the Day of the Devs section inside the West Hall at GDC. So Watto and welcome, hello, hello. I'm being a bit of a menace. Yeah, how am I coming through? Keldra, Wolfcrad, Chonris, fucking miss you all. Watto and welcome. I got a little bit of time before stuff and things. And the signal here by the Day of the Dev section is great. So, yeah. If I'm a little quiet, you're just going to have to turn me up. Turn me up. Bring the noise. Alright, bitrate kind of sucks. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll shimmy over here. You gentlemen move me if I get in the back of shot, alright? Alright, let's try over here. Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Behind. Ooh. Alright, let's try this. Hello. Can you hear me, Internet? Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. You really are the most devious bastard in all of GDC. I'm sorry, that's just how we talk in Tucson, Arizona. Yes, this entire stream is just going to be me making Matt Berry impressions. Alright. Sorry, I guess I'm just being like the feckin' needy streamer. I'm like, I haven't seen you guys. I haven't seen you guys in days and I miss you. Also, is Pun Spectre there? Because he snuck some bits in while I wasn't looking. Anyway, how are you all doing? I miss you. I'm sitting behind Pacific Drive, which I will be inflicting upon all of you because it's so good. Okay, if someone starts playing the demo, I will ask very nicely if I can show you it playing. Pacific Drive is you're in like a beat-up Winnebago, and you have to avoid like supernatural storms or superstorms. And so you build up your base by improving your car and stuff like that. Chonris, there are so many good... I've been trying to record stuff from the show floor, but there was too much to get in for one day, which is why I didn't do like a little vlog earlier. Hey, Caffeine. How are the puppies? How are the puppies? I hope they're not being terrors. Oh, I've been going around GDC showing off pictures of like Amos and River. Everyone else is showing me their kids, and I'm like, look at my dog. It's real good. All right, sleeping for now. All right. Well, don't turn me up too loud, because he'll hear my voice and go, oh, one time when Fiona was at an event, we put Fiona on video call, and Amos did not like that. He was running around the house trying to find Fiona. Lovely, lovely. So yeah, the show floor is very good this year. Tons of games, tons of weird and crazy interesting stuff. As we predicted, AI is the big talking point this year, and it's... The AI stuff is like 50% grift, 50% actual usable, does good stuff. Found out one of my old UK games industry friends is fucking massive on YouTube and does a series about like AI in video games. So Jackie, here's the thing. So I'm in one of three halls. This is the West Hall, where a lot of talks are held. We've got, as I said, the not control of GDC. We've got Day of the Devs behind me, which is like Tim Schafer's lot. Double Fine's like curated collection. But below me yesterday was the Web3 Lounge, and it was the saddest. I was going to do a video for you all, but it felt like punching down. That's how tragic it was. Now that this show floor has opened up proper, there are still a few big crypto stands. I'll try and get some footage of them, but everybody looks dejected and lost. There's a lot of Web3 people who are sitting on their phones throughout this GDC. I'll say that. Okay, there's one company, right? There is one company that is trying to sell real-world locations as NFTs. That is their bit. Apparently, Edinburgh Castle's worth like $47,000. Now, you don't own the place. You just own an nufta that's set. I know. The cursed gold isn't cursed gold anymore. It's chocolate coins. So if you saw the little post about it earlier, yeah, that was what that was. What was really funny is Damien was looking after our stuff while I nipped to the bathroom. And I didn't tell him it was a chocolate coin, so he kind of flicked and caught it, and the coin exploded in his hand. Chocolate everywhere. It was great. Yeah. I'm having a lovely time. I'm having such a lovely time. And yeah, I am going to be inundating you all with cool people to introduce. So I'm trying not to get in the back of anybody's shot or be vaguely annoying. I'll tell you what, Dustin, if I get brave, that's what I'll do. I'll be like, excuse me, how much to purchase the location of these? No! No. You know, I'm trying not to be an arse. I'm trying not to be an arse about it. But it's very funny. It's very funny. Anyway, the bulk of actual games around is great. You'll remember presenter slides. I was 2 people away from getting a call from Imperios this morning. I was very hungover this morning, so I'm very glad. I have to lean in to be able to see it. But that would have been funny as hell. Hungover Will and the Perios. Sorry, Jackie's saying you see Tim Sweeney. Tell him I say hi. That feels like the dev equivalent of tell your cat I say pss, 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 pss. Oh, check it out. I got ribbons. I got ribbons. Also, hey Nivelen, how you all doing? I've missed you guys. Sorry, I've missed you all. No, it's not Polish pizza. It's Polish Party. I survived the Polish Party. The Polish Party is a collective of Polish game developers and publishers, and they host a party every year. But here's the hook. Infinite free vodka. So when you get a little thing that says, I survived, you survived. You stared death in the face and you said, not today, and slammed another shot. Yeah, oof. Oof.wav. I broke my own rule, and I did go to a party last night, the kind you have to queue up for. It was a mosh pit and a disaster. But then we went to one of the hotel bars and saw everybody, and it was lovely and heartwarming. Caught up with industry legends, chatted with new friendos. It was great. Yeah, Jackie, I hadn't had a chance to read up on all of it until I, alright, if you don't mind me being crass, stopped for a poo. But I read up on the Fortnite Unreal Editor combo, and it's one of those, like, big news if true. Oh, sorry to bother you. So, 2 questions. Are you on Pacific Drive? Do you mind being on a live stream?
Sure, I might not be able to answer anything, but
Come take a seat. This is friends. This is how GDC goes. I just make friends with people. Okay, but you'll be on best behavior. All right, best behavior. Hello, I'm Will.
hey, Larry, nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, mate. And this is the miscreants of the internet who, for some reason, keep me alive.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So this is this lovely gentleman is working on Pacific Drive, which is one of the games that I am the most hungry for. And I try and get devs on the show when I can, and then I realise, wait a second, you make a game that I like.
Awesome. Yes.
You're all on the internet. What if we brought it together? What is this, a crossover episode? But no, it's fucking lovely to meet you. So how long have you been putting this together?
So, I am one of we're about like 12 full time, and maybe some other like 20 total like contractors and stuff like that. But it's been in development since 2019. Very small team,
Yeah.
and it's about 2 years in production, like full production.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what we're seeing the build is 2 years in.
Yeah.
Forgive me if you've already said or posted. What's the launch window looking like?
2023 right now. That's
Okay.
close as we're.
So at some point this year,
Yes.
we'll be able to careen through.
This year's going by fast.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sorry, I'm throwing you on. I'm throwing you on a stream with no wind up. Oh, okay. Caffeine was asking, what part of the game has you the most excited?
I think for me, I work on the environment, so it's like the mystery of like, are we creating places that are enticing for the player to want to explore?
Wait, cool.
Yeah, that kind of like you're gonna find stuff there that you don't understand, and hopefully, some stuff is a little dangerous, but other things are kind of they're beckoning you to come in and explore and figure out like what's happening.
Because I know I've talked to all of your lovely selves that it reminds me very much. It's very evocative of The Light Keeps Us Safe, but it has the craft and survival, but condensed. Your base is your vehicle, is your home.
Yes,
Giving you
totally, yeah.
that wonderful progression from craft and survive titles, but with a real kind of like emotional grounding.
Yeah, I think
Sorry, I'm pitching your game at you.
Yeah,
Hello,
totally.
person who makes game. Let me tell you about your game. Friends, I have been doing this to people all week. Oh, you make game? Let me tell you about your game.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that. So yeah, the creative director also owns a car very similar to this one, and was inspired by driving around the Olympic Peninsula.
That's really cool.
So yeah, and I think he loves like roadside picnic, stalker.
Yeah.
So I think those two loves just came together and kind of inspired him, and that's how we got Pacific
yeah.
Drive,
Oh yeah, and thank you, Caffeine. One of my lovely, lovely moderators has just put like a little link in.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
But yeah, so how's your GDC been going?
Pretty good. We have a demo here at the Day of Devs, which is really awesome. Part of a really good group of games. And also we have another one at the Epic booth. Since we're on Unreal, so we're showcasing there with many other games.
Oh, you're UE5, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
An engineer can tell you the exact. He's been saying like the exact version of Unreal, but Unreal 4.
Okay.
Like 4.26 something like that.
Sorry, I mean, you'll know this story 1,000 times, so I'm kind of doing introductions whilst we're hanging out.
Yeah.
But I was dead aside for 1,000 years.
Awesome.
But I've been doing this with these lovely folks for the last, 5 years. But I've been far enough away since the last time I had to choose an engine that I can just be like, ooh, UE5, it's exciting, with no downsides, because I don't actually have to make a game in it.
Yeah.
So I can just get excited.
Yeah, totally.
Also, usual rules apply, friends. No bits, no donations, no gifted, because I'll miss them. Because I know you all had some cool questions and they've skimmed by. Oh, Dustin was describing it as it's a double shot of Road 96 with a long dark chaser. I like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Also, please don't mention drinking. I did too much of it last night, and I'm hurting inside. I can't drink like I'm 20 at GDC anymore. So someone was like, "Oh, do you want to have some mead at 2 o'clock in the morning?" I was, "Oh yes, that is a great idea. I shall go do this."
Yeah.
It's just
Mead. Where did you find yourself?
We were drinking at the W, and
Okay.
someone was like, "Oh, I've got a shitload of mead back at my my
okay.
hotel," and so I think it was the Hilton. It was just us and the cleaning staff, and it's just us in the lobby on one long table, just getting drunker and drunker. It was a good time.
Yeah.
See, Caffeine's doing a better job asking you questions than I am. Caffeine was asking, what's been one of the challenges of this title?
I mean, every game is very challenging.
I saw the 1,000-yard stare there.
Yeah. So I've worked on a couple of that. They're all challenging. So, I think it's since it's a new IP, you're figuring it out while you're having to make it sometimes, and that I think is the most challenging. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and want to kind of maybe do a little too much, and then we need to, like, this is our first demo and actually having the public play, so it's us learning, like, if everything we thought we need in the game is actually there, or is something missing, or are people totally avoiding stuff we thought they were going to play with, it's like, so yeah, it's just difficult when you're kind of figuring out, like, the world, the story, the mechanics, and also building the game. It's just like
All at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh. Seeing you're sneaking on in. Watto and welcome. Who's that? I'm trying to see. Oh, one of my lovely viewership is actually here at GDC, and they just posted IRL stream sniping.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep an eye out, see what pops up, and it's like... wow. Oh, but yeah, aside from that, like, I hope GDC's been treating you good. I'm just fucking happy to be back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my first one, actually.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
This is a good one to be back for.
Yeah. I mean, we've got something to show. That's exciting. How long has it been since your last one?
I did go to last year's, but last year's was odd.
Oh, okay. It's still like in the in-between phase of
Yeah.
like not everyone's comfortable being fully back. But now this one feels there's a lot of people here.
Well, and plus, as these lovely folks were saying as well, like last year, because of the lack of big sponsors and there was a lot of empty space, so the crypto teams moved in big.
Oh. Yeah.
So I think the top tier sponsor last year was a play to earn middleware company.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can imagine how that was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so yeah, I was just telling them. Oh shit, Cafe, a question for us both. What do you like about GDC so far?
Yeah, you get to meet just a wide variety of people, and you kind of get exposed to. You realize that sometimes, working on a project, it's a very long process, and your world is very small. You come here and you realize there's so many different types of people, different types of games, people enthusiastic about making them, and yeah, it's just a good to kind of get a little bit of a long view. It's like a bigger view than just your kind of world of like, I'm making my little game and that's all I think about, and then you see everybody else's wonderful game and stuff, and you meet very cool people. Yeah.
Or sometimes disasters like myself. I mean, again, this lot know my thoughts and feels, but for me, coming here and seeing everybody is just so energizing.
Yeah, totally.
Especially since a lot of us have moved to work from home, or myself, like my morning commute is from the bed to the PC to chat to this lot. But you come here and there's so many people so enthusiastic, creating incredible things, and there are fucking like industry legends just around.
Yeah, totally.
Like, that never stops being amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I was running around like an excitable toddler yesterday, from one group to another, being like,
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh yeah, don't let me keep you.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna was just checking in and see. Hopefully the game, the demo didn't blow up while we were away. But yeah, it looks like people are playing and we're really happy. But hey, it was great to meet you.
It was lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
And an excuse to take a weight off as well.
Yeah.
Actually have a sit down. No one can get mad at you because you're like, no, I was doing my job.
No, this is all. Yeah, I should add marketing to my resume. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to keep
All right.
talking to these lovely Mother Hubbards.
All right.
Have a lovely rest of your GDC.
Later.
Yep. Look at this. Formal interviews. Nah, it's us being nonsense merchants. Everyone says thanks, Larry.
All right, thanks.
I'm introducing you to people. I'm being cool. I'm not being cool. I'm being a massive dork today. But, yeah, I did mean what I was saying. It was like, just seeing everybody has been so rejuvenating. And even for me being very hungover on a Wednesday, like, I just feel that energy and that drive. Oh, shit. What's that? No. Sir, you are being podcasted, episode 0. Oh, Lagmeister, it is very cool. Ty Taylor hands out the Indie AF ones. Ty Taylor is a prolific game creator in their own right, but also runs the Fellowship of GDC Parties, a master list and internet group. Oh, yeah, and exactly. That's actually why I didn't want to keep Larry for too long, because, like, it's when you stop and do an interview with someone, that's when the build goes, ha-ha, time to cause trouble on purpose. See, I've been grinning like this for 3 days. Yeah, so some people will go for, like, ultimate ribbed lanyard ability. I try and keep it sensible. I do like that I put the fact that I was Indie AF before I got my pronouns. And another friend is handing out these ones for fixing game credits. Because I know we've talked about this on stream, but one of the things that's been facing the industry a lot recently is discussions about crediting and how if you work on a game, you should be credited, not just the people that carry it across the finish line. You know, if you work 3 years of your life on a 5-year project, that's 3 years you put into something, and you shouldn't have a credit taken away because you had to leave the project before it finished. That's not a controversial statement to make. So, yeah. So I got my that. Let me see. Yeah. I am going to try and do, like, my top 5 things I found from the show floor and my top 5 things that I want to throw in the bin. But I guess for those of you that are here, I've kind of, buried the lead. Yeah, I think that's the long and short of it. Like, there haven't been too many games that I've seen that... Ah, yes, prolific game developer Gordon Ramsay. Was indeed. Not interviewing him. He can't make a grilled cheese sandwich. He's not allowed on our show. All right? Gordon. Gordo. Old Rammers. Can't make a decent grilled cheese sandwich? You can fuck right off. Shauna was saying, talking about the crypto bros felt like punching down. Oh, okay, the ones on the show floor doesn't, though. They still have their opulent, massive stands, so whatever. Best and worst AI booths. All right, I'm still going through them. So for best, there's some facial mapping animation tech using AI smoothing that is wildly accurate with very little stuff. There's one that I believe Square Enix were doing a talk on, which is like an advanced, focused version of AI Dungeon, which sounds really interesting. The worst is there's this trash 90s action game. God, I can't remember what it's called. It's anthropomorphic bunnies, but one of them is very, like, I don't know a better way to describe it than 90s graphics card box art. So that kind of like slightly sexualized, but not, but is, but makes it uncomfortable. You can talk to it. So you push a button and you talk to it, and then it reacts to you. And it made me very uncomfortable. It made me very uncomfortable. I didn't want to record it. And I will try and build up the courage. Yeah, but Jackie, but not in a good way. What else has been going down? Weirdly, I've spent far more time in the W than I had intended, but it's been good, if you can believe it. So Alnus closer to the Jazz Jackrabbit scale of sexualized anthropomorphic bunnies, which isn't a thing I thought I would ever say on the internet, that there's a scale for that. Yeah, but it's closer to that end, and it's got that kind of like first-gen graphics card metallic sheen across, which is weird. You know what? I'll put a photo in Discord in a second because I did take a picture of it. That's been the weirdest. You know, there's a few shills, but they're not really anything. You know, like AI middleware management nonsense, where someone's trying to sell you something that doesn't exist, that goes between something you're already doing and something you want to do. Okay, Jackie, you make a good point. But the reason why I didn't do coverage is because I was like, this... It feels like it would offend the furry community. I completely respect developers that lean heavily into any of the varying... we'll call them communities. I met a gentleman one year who makes scaly games. Games for scalies. Primarily dragons. They're non-sexy content, but they are very smile and wink to the camera. That's how I'd put it. And the thing is, that community, when they find something they like, they stick with it. So they are the most loyal community. And that means that this particular gentleman could just keep developing games so long as he kept the character design and art style. It gave him a lot of freedom into what kinds of games he can make. So, like, yo. God, that blue is unreadable on this. PVS, hello. Hey, Akira Zero, thank you kindly. Lovely to see you. But when I'm doing these little phone streams, you are forbidden from bits or donations because I can't see them. So I won't know if you have done something. I'll just be here being like, doop, 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 doop. You know, that little tune from the Mighty Boosh. So, sincerely thank you. But no. Go wait till I'm back. Yes. It is forbidden. It is forebodden. It is forebodden. What else has been going down? Oh, shit! If you didn't see my videos, it was raining sideways last night. Okay, here's where it got wild. It was a cyclone warning last night. Trees blew over. One of the bridges got closed because a truck got blown on its side. The entirety of traffic was gridlocked for hours, which is partially why I stayed out drinking so late, and also because I wanted to. For those of you, I saw Sam earlier today, Sam Makovic Sam, or just Makovic in chat here, and I lost the entirety of the rest of that story. Oh, I was saying that, did you know that animals in the animal kingdom can learn that should they do things that cause them pain or anxiety, they will learn not to do it? Now, I think that's fake. because I repeatedly keep doing things that cause me suffering, and yet I continue. Sorry, Alnis was saying that the weather's impressive until Epic show up and explain, yeah, no, that was us. We simulated it all. That's how powerful UE5 is. Yeah, it was like trees blown over, the place was gridlocked. As I was saying, I went to the Game Jolt party last night, and it was bad. But we went to the W and had some bevies, and it was lovely. Fuck. I'm trying to think what else I need to tell you all. Honestly, I just kind of want to have just a little lie down here with you all. Just have a little snooze in the corner, tell you my day. Happy to take a weight off, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it's no longer the Unreal Engine, it's just the real engine. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'm happy to see you all. Oh, did you see you? You know. Heck yeah. Or just sit here and grin like an idiot for the next hour. Oh. So, how have you lot been? How have you been doing? I've been trying to keep up with the hot sheets. I cannot believe Counter-Strike 2 was announced. That blows my tiny mind. Thomas the Real Engine. I'm sorry I'm late. I've had a lot on my plate this day. Mood, said Percy. Jackie, I'm sorry to inform you that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is not out, but I did hang out with one of the vampires yesterday. And let me tell you, it never stops being fun to be like, oh, and this is so-and-so. They're a vampire. And then they have to be like, oh, okay. Children are saying, besides Pacific Drive, can you name 3 interesting games? Well, I don't think the bitrate will like me playing around. But there's just, I mean, I'm at the Day of the Devs right now because it's good signal here and a good seat. But there's so many of them. There's a gorgeous open world title behind me. What's it called? Animal Wells, another banger. Sorry, I was turning around to see if I could remember how to say it, which I could not. And one of the people looking after the space was standing by it, and I didn't want to mispronounce their game. Oh, Relude, I did say hi, right? Okay. Watto and welcome! So Red Burning Dragon, how are them mornings treating you? Also, congrats on the new job. I hope it's a good one. Yes, Alanis, the reason why I always look pale and drained is because I hang out with vampires. It's no other reason. Dustin is lurking while building an FOV obscuring artillery... Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, it is Dustin. So, FOV obscuring artillery monstrosities in Mother Gunship. There's no Geneva Convention in Mother Gunship. There's not even a regular Geneva. They don't even have, like, Dr. Neva. You know what, I was going for a Mr. Pibb, Dr. Pepper joke there, and that did not land. It did not land. Oh, yeah. Chonorus, it is the game you're thinking of. Animal Well does look like it'll be an absolute banger. And you know I'm going to be streaming it for you all. Sorry, Red Burning Dragon was saying they passed out for 2 hours from when their shift ends and bang their knee on the table. That's not a good time. That's a bad time. That's the opposite of a good time. Sorry, it's just that GDC, like, I just can't help but grin. I'm also trying to work out how much delay we have. Oh, and Legend, thank you for dropping the link in for that one. I haven't had a chance to talk to any of the dev team on it, so I'm going to say hi, howdy. But I think the delay is enough that It's probably better if I just hang out and nat with you lot, and then, you know, we'll plug it up. We'll plug it at some point. It'll be great. Why? Jackie, why? Why are you like this? And Durry, how are you doing? Watto and welcome, hello. Again, I don't want to do a rousing what-ho because there is an individual having a crack at Pacific Drive behind, and I don't want the devs to hate me. But it looks so good. And also, I don't want to film this gentleman behind me without permission, which is why I keep making sure I'm not. Just fucking good to be here. Okay, so the delay is about 4 or 5 seconds. All right, that's not bad. I can cope with that. Also, check it out. It's my houndstooth shirt. Free T-shirt from my local pub because that's how cool I am. Yeah. God. I have so many stories and I keep forgetting them. Well, I'm trying to remember. Just happy to be here. Oh, Relu. Today, actually, it was quite nice. It's just chilly enough to keep everybody from being sweltering. However, the direct sunlight is brutal. You can't quite see it in this light, but I got a bit of the crispies about me there. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just wild because like Monday it was gorgeous and sunny. And then yesterday it was trees blowing over, planes being redirected, complete gridlock in the city, bad. And honest, I did bring a parasol. I didn't bring my parasol with me today because I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah, if it ends up being super duper wooper sunny tomorrow, I can. But tomorrow is pow pow, pow 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 pow. My yearly pilgrimage to a chiptunesian rave. Stream regular and rapper teacher hero Megaran is performing tomorrow, so sadly he's not got any time to come hang out, but I can go see his gig tomorrow, so I'll tell him all you say hi. I'm just assuming you're going to want to say, hey Megaran! Apparently my gremlin energy on Twitter is going real well. We're trying to work out who the tallest person in the games industry is. And I've been claiming credit for this rainstorm, which was more funny before people had their planes redirected. Yeah, indeed, Alnus, the megarist of Ran. The gentleman rhymer. Well, actually, no, Mr. B is the gentleman rhymer, but... If there was anyone from the Americas who deserves the title of the gentleman rhymer, it is Megaran. Done and done. And Lost Flowers, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. Just keep playing with this while I'm hanging out with you lot. Oh, I'm not usually one to talk swag, but I did get a poker chip from Zalavir. Yes, he did see my Denny's t-shirt. No, I don't know if he's been back. But yeah, I got a poker chip for the next game, which is going to be kind of like Poker Night at the Inventory meets Animal Crossing by way of tax crime. I have not gotten a bottle of pills. I probably won't, as I wasn't able to sign up for a demo of El Paso Elsewhere. But River's going to be in El Paso Elsewhere, so fucking we. Oh, what did you do? What did you do? No, you're right. Apparently I can't stop you. Lucky I caught that. Oh, Lost Flowers. Thank you kindly. Like, I'm trying not to be a massive dork, but... Friends, I am able to tell legends in this space. I'm able to tell them like, oh yeah, no, I'm streaming full time. That is my day job, and I get some like real kudos for that. You know, I've been talking about you all so much. Find a little bit proud dad, you know, or a little bit like, you know, excitable gremlin. Oh yeah, and Dustin, absolutely hard agree. Whilst the chances of Zalavir getting in trouble have increased significantly, the mimetic nature of the games industry plus the El Paso Elsewhere pills has been brilliant. So sorry if you didn't see it. What Zalavir is doing for the giveaway for the merch press kit for El Paso Elsewhere is a little pill bottle filled with Tic Tacs, with mint Tic Tacs. But it's very evocative of the Max Payne styly, pills here. Okay, pills here was Left 4 Dead. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But that's the healing item in it. And yeah, inside the bottle is a USB stick with all the press assets and stuff on, so far as I know. Also, Moose, fuck off. It's quite funny. You can tell anybody that knows me IRL because they've been like, oh, look, it's US gamer Will Overguard. I tell my British friends as well, like, oh yeah, I was in the Daily Mail. It was not good. It was not good. But yeah, excitable stream gremlin. And that works. Oh, no. You're right. I'm a Viking turnip. Right, turnip. Of all the things people have called me, turnip is the one that stuck with me. What was the other one? The unloved child of Simon Pegg and Bill Bailey. Which, I don't know I've told you all this, but I was telling people, like, the thing I found offensive about that is the idea that Bill Bailey wouldn't love that child. And puns, thank you for getting that song stuck in my head. Which cheeky... Yeah, PBS, that is how I'm known. I'm the page 3 girl. The Daily Mail. That is what I am famous for. Oh. Puns, why are you hurting me like this? What have I personally done to deserve that pun? And you're right, Alnus. Both of those gentlemen are life goals, and the idea that their combined son, would be unloved is lies and slander. So yeah. Reloose again, we ban puns. Oh, I miss you lot too. I miss you lot too. Fingers crossed, touch wood. I make it back and I'm not riddled with the plague. Then, yeah. We'll be back to streams on Tuesday. Although I'll probably end up streaming a little bit whilst Fiona is gone, because I'll be all by myself. Don't wanna be. Also, I'm craving more Rainworld. I'm craving more Sea of Thieves. So you'll probably have to put up with some extra streams. Also, Caffeine. If I can steal you on Saturday, I know you're already in for a mission, and I'm so grateful that you're looking after the house. But I will be landing at fuck you o'clock on Saturday morning, and I will probably need to just go back to sleep. Yeah, Relu. Extra streams. Oh no! Whatever will we do? Oh, so Crux. Also, hello. The Polish party I went to on Time is a Human Construct. Monday. Never got the hang of Mondays. Monday evening I went to the Polish party, which is a collection of Polish publishers and developers and all sorts from the Polish games industry. They host an event. And the reason why it says I survived the Polish party is there is a very specific draw, and that is infinite vodka. Infinite vodka. There is a help your... Well, no. There is a bartender, a bar person pours it for you, but there is just a fucking war chest of Polish vodka. And you go up and you either have it neat or choose your mixer or what have you, and that's it. Infinite vodka. So... Whilst a large swath of the games industry are high-functioning alcoholics, there's a special kind of drinking that the Polish can do. And I don't like to generalize or stereotype developers from different regions because it feels very reductive, you know. However, the Polish game dev scene scare me. When they drink, they drink. So yeah. Hey, Rilu, and that's why I don't do competitive drinking anymore. Because it does sound like a challenge. It does. And it makes me want to challenge it. So what else is going on? So, reason why I'm sitting here right now is right now the one of the award ceremonies is going off. The big one each year. The fancy get dressed up but no dinner place. So it means that everywhere's nice and quiet for a little bit. Like it's not too bad. I didn't really know what to do with myself because I'm not big for award ceremonies, like attending them. Although I did get talking to a gentleman who's working on a new and better way to do video game judging, and you know that's one of my personal quests. I'd love to see the way that we do game awards improve and change. Because right now it's popularity contest times whatever marketing push is going on. I mean, BAFTA's real good, but there are limitations, let's say that. And I'd love to see games recognized in better ways. I'd also love to see individuals recognized for contributions who aren't voice actors. Like, I really do think we should get to the point where it's like, all right, if this game is up for art design, then who is the person responsible for that, or who is the part of the team? Now, that goes very much against the games industry philosophy of, like, you know, you're all in it together. But, I don't know. Some years it's weird to see an person get credited for a performance role in a video game, and the team who made it possible not get the same recognition. I understand. They're usually famous people, and famous people are a draw. You know, Teal'c's Game Awards speech was feckin' brilliant. Remember, don't try and play him off. It only makes him stronger. Okay, well, PVS, I'm only here for another few more minutes. Oh, God. Sorry, I just saw Rilu saying, speaking of competitive drinking, Insomnia is in a couple of weeks. How about no? Whoa! I do not want a boat race and you can't make me. I gave up competitive drinking, so I don't die. Yeah, you know what, Moose? I see what you're saying. It does feel like a harken back to when developers weren't credited for their work at all. I mean, you can see I'm proudly wearing the fixed game crediting pin. I was Aiden trundling past there. But yeah. And yeah, I know... I understand, especially on the larger studios, because right now, the senior hiring spree is a little down, but, like, there is a hunger for good, demonstrable seniors. Chorners, sounds like a plan, friend. Sounds like a plan. What? I left you talking with the hard drive. I'm just doing my thing. Everyone's pissed off to the awards, so I'm up in West Hall. If you want to come say hi. I've seen the BYO Battleship dev a couple of times throughout the week. Shocking no one, they're still fucking cool. And the last time I saw them, they were talking to the hard drive, the humorous but incredibly biting The Onion but for video games setup. Well, actually, it's... Oh, God. I'm trying to remember, because it's... The overall parent thing is, like, the music parody. But I'm trying to remember now. Well, I completely lost that train of thought. Go me. Oh no! No! Wait. As in Pacifica, as in a region of. Oh yeah, no, because you're bloody local, aren't you? All right. I was about to be like, I can't believe you've left without saying goodbye. Why are you breaking my heart? I can't believe you've done this. All right, well, I'll get to see you tomorrow. It'd be cool. And I'm pretty sure we got a photo together. I'm out, and that's the other thing, friends. I'm being much better about taking photos this time. I am trying to take some very, very good advice from friends to heart, which is that, you know, this is a space that I love, and there's a space for me here. You know, I am not. I'm not leeching off of the creations of others. I'm not. God, it's not imposter syndrome. It's feeling like I'm sponging off of others from the games they've created. Was a feeling I kind of had last year, a little bit. And this year, I'm like, no, this is my metaphysical home. This is my tribe. These are my people. I am them, and they are me. I'm just louder and slightly more enthusiastic. But these are our people. You know. I was joking with the occult game dev and saying that my personal philosophy is that GDC is how it should be, right? Like, in the mystical, magical future, when we have replicators and we have removed capitalism and we're living in this, you know, super science, happy, freedom utopia of Star Trek, like, this would be what it should be like. You know, these great big groups of people with shared interest and love in art and craft and everything. I said that, and then fucking Nick dead-eyes me and go, no, it has only been 3 days and I am exhausted. I am not doing this all year round. I was like, oh shit, I kind of am that kid who's suggesting Christmas every day, aren't I? Meaty megaphone does sound suggestive. But it's a good way to describe my, we'll say, style. So yeah. I'm super happy to be here, and I couldn't be more happy that there is a space for me here, you know? It's hard not to be grinning every 5 minutes and excitable. And God, the vibe is so energizing. You know what was lovely? I met a gentleman who specializes in insurance for games companies. That's his whole thing. He does insurance, but only for games companies. And the enthusiasm that he had for his craft and how much he genuinely loved it, and how excited he is that he gets to help these teams. He gets to basically help keep people safe. Like, hey, old folks.
Do we have a dinner plan tonight?
I actually don't have a dinner plan. Do you want to?
Wasn't that what was scheduled last night? The content thing?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. They
I
didn't
better
respond for half an hour.
email.
They go on an hour-long live stream.
Do you have Rich on details? Do I have Rich?
I was given a card.
So, you know how I said I've got a little bit of free time? It turns out I'm supposed to be doing something. Yeah, this is peak Rotro Reggae moment. Yeah, I'd like to thank off-screen Eric for reminding me. Yeah, I must fly like the wind. All right, love you all. Thank you for listening to me natter for an hour, and let me interview some random guy, which was fun. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure some of you did throw in bits despite me telling you not to. So thank you. And to be continued. Oh, they say cheers to off-screen Eric. All right. I love you. See you later. Okay, bye. No, yeah, end stream. Yeah.